It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Chiefs and the Silver and Black, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you, and we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance for the rest of his career now, not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll find his rookie wide out from Texas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They put Kelce in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Minshew going to open up with a throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion is Myers. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Going up top. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, here's Minshew. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
1st down throw, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect.
And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
Raiders, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Play action now with Minshew. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Minshew. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. A big play there on the scramble. 31 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. One more time with Pacheco. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third and goal. Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion is Myers. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's a run with Madison. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stick with Madison. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Again, it's Madison. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He'll look underneath and find Abdullah. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes going to throw here on, and he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, here's Minshew. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Minshew gonna look to throw. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Minshew out of the pistol here. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll run with Madison. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. Third down now and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Marshall is on the move. He'll get this out to the left flat. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back is Minshew. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and 5. They'll try and throw with Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Abdullah. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Madison. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run Abdullah. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
In motion is Myers. From the gun, here's Minshew. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's going to tuck it and go.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Madison. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Minshew. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now Minshew. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Gray is the motion man here. On third down, Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, it looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Gray is the motion man here. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Right back to the air from Mahomes. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from
Andy Reid wants another look at that, and Big Red has thrown the red challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and will also cost them a timeout. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That's brought in by Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Minshew. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Minshew. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Right. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. This caught right side by Worthy.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Motion man is Rice. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try and throw with Minshew. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. 1st down throw. Mahomes to the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Lobby now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Minshew. He'll go right back to Myers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On 1st down, here's Minshew. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw once more, here's Minshew. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Minshew going to look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Minshew. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.